We'll do it live. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends, fans come together, BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's musical artist is Green Jellÿ. This is 333. If you're clicking this, there's a 100% chance you have heard 333. So, yay. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Tim.
That's me.
And Bill.
Hey.
And we are live streaming this episode. You can catch us live the first Monday of every month. So come around, hang out in the chat, and talk to us, because we're Bill Corps Battalion. Let's go. Shout out Trey. He's
going
watching.
up in droves.
Yeah, 333. Who wants to start this one? See, again, a horrible album art cover. Like, it's faded and got this... I just couldn't find good art. I could not. This is like the weirdest discography to do.
I mean, I can start it if nobody else wants to.
I mean, I can too. Technically.
I mean, I'll if we want me to go first, I will.
Then you go first, Bill, as the person who didn't have this back in 1994, because I had the cassette of this.
So, but I did not have this. All of these was the first time through that I had for listening to it. Starting off with Carnage Rules, I immediately noticed that felt like it, not doom metal-y, but it got definitely a little bit like a darker type, not darker tone, but it got, that louder, not rougher sound to it. But I hope I'm getting somewhere. I wish I knew what
you are summing up exactly like my entire issue with this. Is it lacks the humor of Serial Killer.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, it's still great musically, without a doubt. But it's as a whole, it's not as crazy, or like you had like a lot of fun stuff going on with Serial Killer. With this one, it's like, okay, you've got some stuff going on. It's not as fun. It's more focused on like the guitar tones and sounds and what the notes are playing. The drums, I felt like, were kind of brought forward a bit comparatively. I know Orange Crunch, I thought was decent. Bear Song was definitely top song contender, favorite on the album.
That was the single too.
Shocker. God damn, I'm good at picking those.
It was in the Dumb and Dumber movie, I think.
It was in the Dumb and Dumber movie. There was another single I remember too. So
yeah, there was another single.
Yeah.
I know when fights started, I'm like, oh, this might sound like Three Little Pigs, like just how it kind of started. And then when it's like, oh, nope, we're shifting a little bit. Okay, never mind. Disregard.
So at this point, are you just wanting to hear Three Little Pigs again?
Not really.
Okay.
Like, so it's not, I don't want to just hear Three Little Pigs again. I mean, I'll get to it on a later album, though. It feels like they're just keep hammering home or trying to touch on that Three Little Pigs from time to time.
That happens. It worked.
Oh, yeah. They say it worked. It's like, okay, now we got to figure out what part of the song worked.
Right.
And how to build on that.
Right.
Which I don't blame them for. But it just, I don't know.
No, there's a number of bands that happens to. And so, yeah.
Oh, gosh,
yeah.
I'd say Slave Boy, actually, I really enjoyed that one as a closer. I mean,
Did you know the song it was? Did you know what it was making fun of?
No.
Ooh.
There's the B-52s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was straight. It's straight up Love Shack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Yes. Yeah. Yep. That's it. That was Love Shack. I was mixing that up with another one. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
That being said, I mean, it definitely doesn't beat Green Jellÿ theme for, closing track whatsoever.
Nah, I agree with you there. I don't like the vocals on most of this record. I don't know if it's the same. I can't remember his name, but like it just the vocals sound off.
Are you talking about Bill Manspeaker?
Yeah, like I mean,
he's present. He is the only present. Like
right, yeah, he's the consistent one. For some reason, the vocals just sound, especially because it's hard for nostalgia. Like I bought this when it came out because of Serial Killer, like in 1994. Had it on cassette, and I'm just I remember me and my friend were like, "What is going on here?" Like now that I'm older, I can see this is especially if you Bill kept saying, "Oh, well, this song was recorded back in this record and it's old," and they had fine-tuned those songs and that ideal of Serial Killer, whereas just a year later they put out another record, and I don't think there's as much thought as put into it, or as much.
Plus, there's the more pressure because he actually had success.
Yeah. Saying that though, I do like Carnage Rules. I remember it being in that fucking SNES game. It's no Obey the Cow God, but like it's good. Orange Crunch, it's heavy, it rocks, it just lacks the charm of Three Little Pigs. Pinata, it's pretty much Alice in Chains. It's fine.
Interesting.
It's kind of forgettable. Fixation, not a fan. The vocals bother me. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. The other side of the mountain was all that he could see. Top song contender, probably the best on the album. Fight fucking rips musically. It's fucking punk rock, but again, the lyrical delivery just doesn't work for me. Superlastic just kind of happens. I think that's this album's biggest fault, especially after coming after Serial Killer. There's not a lot of variation on this album. A lot of the songs come at you, and they come at you 1,000 miles a minute, but like the vocal deliveries, it's like a very similar sounding record. Jump. Kids jump when they're happy. Adults jump when they're sad. Fucking great line. Great lyrics. I just hate the Ugly Kid Joe delivery of it. But it's fucked up, and the lyrics, it kind of works. Like, it kind of has a Cats in the Cradle, like, fucked up vibe. Jerk's kind of a banger too, but there's better songs out there that have that same vibe. Anthem should have been the last song. It's fine the first few times you hear it, but even back in the cassette days, I would get up and fast forward it through the tape to get to Slave Boy because it's so goofy. It's fun. It's the B-52s. I kind of love it. If I made a mixtape, I'd put Carnage on there. I'd put Bear Song. I'd probably put Jump. But like, there's not. I don't know. This is a weird record. It's never stuck with me. And even trying to listen to it in the scheme of the discography, it was still. It was 333.
Yeah, that answers some of the questions I had, because the one, obviously they've got some money behind them now a little bit, and there isn't that great theme running through this that Serial Killer had, and it also feels to me that they're trying too hard with this album to like be taken seriously, and I don't know if that works with Green Jellÿ, because I mean, you guys pretty much hit everything. The highlight for me was probably Orange Crunch. It's a pretty ripping song. Pinata Head is a great song too. It is, like you mentioned, Alice in Chains. It took me straight to Bad Motorfinger. A lot of room 1,000 years wide in that song.
There's a lot of Bad Motorfinger in Alice in Chains too.
Fair point. Fixation was okay. Again, yeah, like I see what they're doing and I can appreciate it, but there's just better stuff out there. Bear Song I just thought it was stupid, honestly. Like,
it's kind of a cover too. Like, it's kind of
and I don't necessarily like, because it's what, like a children's book or something. I don't know.
An old timey song. I don't know what you'd call it.
Right.
Public domain type shit.
And really, like, I remember Jump being the single, and it is so 90s alternative bad.
It's Ugly Kid Joe, dude. It's fucking like Saigon Kick or.
Well, and at the same token, it's also very
those lyrics
like,
though are
generic. Like you remember the haircut where everybody started growing their hair out and they just stopped it right at the top of their ears.
Yeah.
And then like Jason said, Jerks. Oh, it's serviceable, but there's better out there. Nobody mentioned the anthem could have been a Kiss song, maybe even is a Kiss song. And then Slave Boy is Love Shack. So it feels like they're trying too hard, and even these references that they're kind of like throwing out there musically, it's like they're not necessarily doing it in an ironic way. They're more doing it in a, can we rip this off and, like pass it off as ours kind of way.
It feels very like just the humor on Serial Killer is like, yeah, you're ripping off all these bands, and but you're adding this humor to it that makes it
right.
Kind of your own
original
thing.
Yeah.
Whereas this one doesn't feel as. It feels like they're just ripping off everybody. It's like I'd rather listen to America's Least Wanted, or I'd rather listen to Sabbath or Bad Motorfinger, or I don't know. It's something about this record,
or even some of the more hardcore stuff that's going on at this time, like obviously Motorhead's still kicking in the 90s, and you can hear a lot of that post-Black Album influence. You can also hear a lot of that mid-90s thrash element, where thrash itself kind of went closer to the radio, and so the radio kind of met it, where people were throwing in more thrashy elements.
And musically it's good. Like, it's heavy. It comes at you like that motherfucking Carnage jumping at you on the, it's just not. There's better out there that does the same thing, I guess. Like, and they're still indie. They're still on Zoo, but this is like post Undertow Zoo.
If I remember correctly, Zoo was part of the conglomerate that also owns E Entertainment Television, which is where the Serial Killer videos were filmed.
Okay.
And it was shortly after Serial Killer that E became its own thing too. So, yeah, there was like a weird little convergence of a couple different forces kind of colliding into this money-making hit.
And they had Serial Killer money. They had Undertow money, because Undertow was out by now. Right. So the record label had like some. I think Matthew Sweet had an album out on there.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of bands on Zoo.
Yeah. L7, I think, was on Zoo.
Yeah. I think. I don't. I'd have to look that up, honestly, but yeah, they definitely had some stuff. So. But that Green Jellÿ money kicked in, and I was thinking about it earlier today. It's funny how, Green Jellÿ has started all these careers that went on to like have lasting impacts, except for their own.
Yeah, but they have fun. Like, they're doing. He's doing it for the. Yeah. If you watch that documentary,
it's still very
man,
punk rock. Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
I haven't seen the documentary. I'm gonna have to look that up. So
it's good. It's a tour. It's kind of like a touring documentary.
Sure.
Well,
I see why you wanted to guess first.
Yeah. That's the beauty of of this show. I'm going to say we all have it at number 2.
You're right for me.
Yeah, I believe we have a winner.
There you go. Easy peasy. The next one might be a little bit more difficult.
I don't think so.
The next one is more
it'll
difficult
still
to
be
even listen to. So stick around for that. We're going to be talking about Music to Insult Your Intelligence by. Kind of a big time jump here, 2009.
But it's also not because it was done in 95.
Right. So,
which is only a year after 333?
Yeah. Which is odd. But we'll get there. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. We're a playlist link channel. So if you just happen to find this video, sort us by playlist, and you can watch all of them in a row, along with our top songs and our Is It Art, because Is It Art? We got some things to say about this artwork.
And shout out to anybody typing in Green Jellÿ 333 into a search engine.
Yes. Give us a hashtag 333 on this video. And pay attention to the Parliament videos, because there's some hashtags in there too.
Yeah.
I was editing them the other day. Bill needs some hashtags. I know, it's got me
filling in my Funkadelic holes.
Oh, yeah, got to get ready for that.
Yep. Yes, sir.
What else? What did I miss? Nothing?
Nah, I think that covered it.
That covered it.
If not, stick around. We'll cover it at some point.
Well, yeah, I'll say the same things over and over and over again. As
it's
always,
almost like it's a script, but nobody ever wrote it down.
Yeah. I used to write it out. When we first started, I'd have my little notes here. Now I just kind of wing it each time. Big shout out to our viewers watching us live right now. Y'all the shit. Be safe. And what, chat? Oh, there's going to be a delay, so that sucks.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Cricket. I'll put the cricket noise in there. Come on, chat. Be safe and what?
I feel like we're Dora the Explorer. Which way do we go?
Is anybody even watching this anymore? They're like, oh, they talked about Three Little Pigs. I'm out.
So when you go to edit it, and what, chat, and then you just type in the frame of 0 members. dot, dot, dot.
2 viewers, me and Bill. Make good decisions about dirty women? And Sam says, make good decisions.
Great Sabbath song. And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 whoop. And then it's all, and then you're ready to go again. Y'all come back now, you hear?